We have an update on the county's $5 million proposed rental assistance program. The money aims to help Kern County residents who could be facing eviction if the state does not extend the eviction moratorium, which is up for review next week. 23 ABC's Alex Bell explains when the money is expected to be released, which residents are eligible for assistance, and whether or not the county can impose their own moratorium on evictions. Alex?
Yes, the Kern County Board of Supervisors today approved a $5 million assistance program to help those residents who are really struggling to pay their rent or their mortgage, especially due to the impacts of COVID-19. Now, I spoke to one board member earlier today who says that this program is a great start, but we also spoke to a local advocacy group who says that there is a lot of work to be done, and really the Kern County Board of Supervisors could be more proactive, especially because there are so many vulnerable populations that were already struggling prior to COVID-19.
On Tuesday, the Kern County Board of Supervisors approved $5 million to be granted to residents who need rental and mortgage assistance for individuals at or below 80% of the area median income that have been financially impacted by COVID-19. Up to $5,000 can be granted per each family who is facing eviction or foreclosure. The plan allocates the money in the CARES Act to help residents who may be impacted by the pending eviction moratorium repeal. Next week, Governor Gavin Newsom will announce whether or not the moratorium will be extended past September 1st. According to Supervisor Leticia Perez's office, there is no set date on when the funds will be distributed or when applications will be available, and adds that CAPK and the Housing Authority are still creating the process. Supervisor Perez also mentions that money is granted to families on a first-come, first-served basis and urges residents to act fast when filling out applications. 23 ABC reached out to the Housing Authority of Kern for more details, and their office responded by saying, "We are still developing details on the program and will be holding off on interviews until we have information to provide and specifics." Supervisor Perez's office says the process should be completed within the coming weeks. 23 ABC asked Supervisor Leticia Perez if the funds approved by the city and the county will be enough to help those residents facing eviction or foreclosure.
It's significant, and I'm curious to see where we will be within the next week. We should get information from the governor soon about the eviction moratorium. That will, of course, alter the dynamics of the conversation. But as the applications begin to come in and we get a better sense of folks that are actually impacted by COVID and having these issues, we'll know. And we do have some flexibility, and we will come back to the board and address the issue if it's not enough, and we'll do all that we can to fight for more.
23 ABC also asked Supervisor Perez if the Board of Supervisors can create their own moratorium on evictions.
You know, I believe that we can, should the need be presented. I don't know if the political will exists to do such a thing. My suspicion would be no, but we haven't had that conversation, and when we do, it'll happen in public.
Policy advocate Jasmine Diagula says that funds are a good start, but there is more that needs to be done, and the county should be more proactive at making sure residents stay in their homes.
That would block all evictions in the county of Kern. That would prevent folks from being evicted, and that would, take the stress away from residents that are having to choose between buying food or paying rent.
She also says that there needs to be more local protections for vulnerable populations who already have stressors, which is why advocates such as the Leadership Council for Justice and Accountability, the mayor of Arvin, among others, have proposed 3 action items to the board, which include utility assistance, a fully funded right to counsel policy, and an urgency ordinance.
Now, the city of Bakersfield is already committed to $5 million. And so what the Board of Supervisors did today is they matched that with another $5 million. So there's a pool of about $10 million right now. But this program with that $10 million will all run under the same program with the same guidance, and everything will be administered through the Kern County Housing Authority. And for more information on when those applications will be made available, you can always contact the Board of Supervisors or 211. And as always, you can head to our website, turn23.com, where we will always have the very latest information for you. But reporting in downtown Bakersfield, I'm Alex Bell for 23 ABC News, connecting you.